Multiple gunshots heard overnight in a Lexington neighborhood left one man dead. We've been out walking and talking to neighbors here, why many of them didn't react to shots fired.
It's just been day by day, ups and downs.
Another member of a Lexington family involved in a deadly crash in Texas is expected to return home this week.
And on this Memorial Day, we pay tribute to Kentucky soldiers who sacrificed their lives for freedom.
This is WKYT News at Noon.
Good afternoon. You're watching WKYT News at Noon. I'm Michelle Chamberlain, in for Bill Bryant and Barbara Bailey. It's been a busy start to Memorial Day for Lexington police. Investigators are working the city's latest homicide. Police say they received calls of gunfire early this morning near Village and Cambridge Drives. When they arrived, they found a man shot several times. He died at the hospital. And just a little bit ago, the coroner identified him as 36-year-old Demetrius Henry. WKYT's Caitlin Sentner is tracking the investigation in our top story at noon.
Neighbors say many of them heard gunshots overnight, but they didn't react to it because they say it's not out of the ordinary for this neighborhood. One woman called 911. When police arrived at the corner of Village and Cambridge Drives just off Versailles Road, they say no one was around, but they found 36-year-old Demetrius Henry shot in a parking lot. Henry was taken to UK Chandler Hospital, but later was pronounced dead. We talked to a passerby who was visibly upset about the shooting, saying he lived just around the corner. Barbara McKenzie also upset this morning when we told her the man had died. She was hoping that wouldn't be the outcome.
I heard the gunshots. I called in because I'd want it done for me. If someone were aiming a gun at me and fired at me, I would want someone to notice.
One man we spoke with in the neighborhood said illegal activity here is an epidemic. He said he's scared for the kids. In Lexington, Caitlin Sentner, WKYT.
Police are still working to figure out who pulled the trigger. Lexington police are also investigating a second overnight shooting. The investigation is at Pinebrook Apartments off Takes Creek Road. Police say the victim may have been a passenger in a car that was found there. The victim showed up at Baptist Health Hospital, and that's when police found out about the shooting. He's now at UK Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Still no arrest in a weekend shooting outside a Lexington bar. It happened early Sunday morning at Saddle Ridge Bar on South Broadway. Friends say a man was trying to break up a fight when he was shot in the head. We're told he remains in critical condition at UK Hospital, and police say the suspect was seen leaving the scene in a white Chevy Malibu. Interstate 64 in Lexington is back open this midday after a pedestrian was hit and killed this morning. The crash happened just before 5 o'clock near the Clark County line. Within the last hour, the coroner identified the victim as 66-year-old Stanley Willoughby of Clark County. Investigators say he was hit by several cars, including a box truck. Police still aren't sure why Willoughby was walking on the interstate. Now, the eastbound lanes of I-64 were closed for about 2 hours, but have since reopened. And it's a good day for the pool or a cookout. WKYT meteorologist Jim Caldwell is in the First Alert Weather Center with an early look at our holiday forecast. Jim?
And it looks spectacular out there, Michelle. We are dealing with some warmer temperatures starting to filter into the area, but look at that sky. That is absolutely fantastic. Just some puffy cumulus clouds developing out there. 82 degrees already, and now the humidity is playing a little bit of a factor. You see the feels like temperature is 83. Now, it's only a small factor, but it just shows you that we have a little trace of that humidity hanging out with us today. Otherwise, we're running in the 70s. That's mainly across parts of eastern Kentucky. Jackson at 77, 79, Harlan. You look all around central Kentucky, we've got more upper 70s and low 80s throughout our area, at least at this point. We'll probably max out around 85 degrees. Now, what's going to happen is the moisture plays catch up here, and what it will do is it will keep us from going too high into the afternoon and evening hours. So mid 80s for most out there, mainly on the dry side. However, with that increase in moisture out there, you could run into a stray shower or a thunderstorm as we cruise into the afternoon and evening. Most of us will stay on the dry side, so the cookouts, the pool, as she said, will be fine for you. We'll track all of it a little more in detail with our hour-by-hour forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Jimmy, and hopefully you're enjoying this weather and the start to your Memorial Day so far. But remember, the holiday is about more than just a day off of work. It's important we honor our fallen servicemen and women. WKYT's Sean Moody is at Lexington Cemetery, where a special Memorial Day service just wrapped up. Sean?
Hey there, Michelle. Organizers expected about 200 to 300 people out here at Lexington Cemetery this morning. A speaker said the small flags that are planted in front of each of these graves are a reminder of the cost of liberty and the debt that we owe the people who sacrificed for that liberty. For the first time this year, the Camp Nelson Honor Guard brought a riderless caisson to the event. People saluted it as it brought a flag to the military section of Lexington Cemetery, and they brought that flag to half-staff. Former Lexington Police Chief Anthony Beatty was one of the speakers. He talked about the qualities that tied the people who've died in service to our country together. He talked about dedication, integrity, and honor. The people who came out for the ceremony this morning said it was important to them to pay their respects.
Well, we wanted to bring the kids out and just show them we're proud to be Americans, and a lot of people have laid their lives down for us so we can live in a free country. So I think that's very important to show the kids.
Lexington Cemetery has a lot of veterans buried here dating all the way back to the Civil War. There were more than 1,000 soldiers from the Confederate and the Union side buried here. Live in Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Now, one of the largest Memorial Day ceremonies held in Kentucky was at Camp Nelson National Cemetery in Jessamine County. The Deputy Commissioner of Veterans Affairs, Heather French Henry, was this year's keynote speaker. She spoke before dozens of people who gathered to remember and honor fallen servicemen and women. We'll take you to this morning's ceremony ahead on WKYT News at 12:30. As they are here in the Bluegrass, people across the country will take time and honor those who've sacrificed their lives to protect our freedom. Just outside the nation's capital, President Barack Obama has laid a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknowns at Arlington National Cemetery. The long-standing presidential tradition comes as the U.S. struggles to end various conflicts in the Middle East. This is President Obama's last Memorial Day in office. Just over a week ago, their lives were turned upside down. Now the surviving members of a Lexington family killed in a deadly crash are looking for strength. WKYT's Victor Puente spoke with the family's church as they try to do just that.
Those surviving family members are recovering. The family's pastor tells me their mother, who's still in Texas and was injured in that crash, is expected back in Kentucky this week. The crash happened last Saturday when the family's van was pushed into the path of an 18-wheeler while they were visiting relatives in Texas. Israel Avalar and his 3 sons, Kevin, Daniel, and Matthew, were all killed. His wife, Hilda, his 11-year-old daughter, Kimberly, and his mother were injured in the crash. Kimberly is back in Kentucky at UK's Children's Hospital.
She started physical therapy yesterday, and so she's still in quite a bit of pain this morning.
The family has attended Clays Mill Baptist Church for 15 years. Their oldest daughter, Bibian, was in Kentucky when the crash happened. She's now by her sister's side.
There are times that you're just numb and you just do what you need to do, and you see your little sister hurting and you just do what you need to care for her.
Fugate traveled to Texas last week to visit with Hilda. She's expected back in Kentucky tomorrow to begin rehabilitation at Cardinal Hill.
Well, church is family, and it's a blessing to have a church and a Christian school where everybody comes together in times like this to be of help to them.
The pastor said a church member is at the family's home today putting entrance ramps into the home so that they can get into their house once they're out of the hospital and using wheelchairs. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Now, friends have started an online fundraiser to help the family with funeral expenses. And Clays Mill Baptist Church is also raising money for the family. Oak Springs Grill, a new restaurant in the Fayette Mall, is giving away $200 in coupons to the first 100 customers. This is part of Oak Springs Grill grand opening celebration. The restaurant is known for its southern comfort food on a higher level. Now, the first customers of the day say they are excited about the new place and, of course, the coupons.
Well, it's obviously a first-class restaurant and a first-class adventure. This is the first time we've been here, and we're certainly looking forward to coming back many more times.
Smoked ribs and a bourbon bar are also signature items of the new restaurant. A little boy who fell into a gorilla exhibit at the Cincinnati Zoo is home this morning. How he survived a frightening experience. when we come back on WKYT News at noon.
It's shocking to see, but it's a lesson to save their young lives.
You cannot put a price on the life-saving lessons that they've learned.
Learning to Survive, tonight at 6 on WKYT. Kentucky mornings start here. Breaking and overnight news, weather to plan your day, plus traffic you can take with you. Make WKYT This Morning part of your Kentucky morning. Weekdays from 4:30 to 7 on WKYT.
Get the credit approval you deserve at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Nicholasville. If you have a job and $199, you can be approved today. During the Drive and Discover event 2016, Jeep Cherokee's $199 a month. Visit BigMSuperstore.com.
Poor mouth breather. Allergies, stuffy nose, can't sleep. Take that. A Breathe Right nasal strip instantly opens your nose up to 38% more than allergy medicine alone. Shut your mouth and say goodnight, mouth breathers. Breathe Right.
During Sleep Outfitters Memorial Day sale, we give you 3 great reasons to take home a Tempur-Pedic. 1. Find Tempur-Pedic queen sets on a Tempur-Up adjustable base for just $34 a month. 2. Receive a Visa prepaid gift card worth up to $400 with your select Tempur adjustable purchase. 3. Get up to 6 years no-interest financing on many Tempur-Pedic sets. It's 3 great reasons to buy Tempur-Pedic during the Memorial Day sale at Sleep Outfitters.
What we do is not about sickness. It's about living. All of life's moments, big and small. Each triumph and challenge. Because you were made to live and live well. And we're here to make sure you do. Let us show you how care is supposed to be. Lexington Clinic. Your doctors for life.
Experience for yourself the fun and excitement of the Kentucky Splash Water Park in Williamsburg, Kentucky. Enjoy our 18,000 square foot wave pool, lazy river, or any of our exciting slides for only $10. Kentucky Splash Water Park off I-75 in Williamsburg.
Save thousands at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Nicholasville, where you get 25% off MSRP on all the remaining new 2015s in stock. That's up to $14,000 off MSRP. Make the short drive to Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today.
Welcome back to WKYT News at noon. A 4-year-old boy is home safe today after a frightening encounter with a gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo. The endangered gorilla is now dead, and the entire ordeal was caught on camera. Brian Webb has the story.
The little boy is barely visible under Harambe the gorilla, 15 feet below his mother. For a moment, it seems like Harambe is protecting him until... Kim O'Connor shot the video and was near the boy and his mother before hearing a splash in the moat.
The little boy, I'm going to go in. No, you're not. I'm going to go in. No, you're not. The mother turns around to her other children.
The 4-year-old boy climbed through a barrier and dropped into the exhibit. 2 female gorillas responded to a command by zoo trainers to leave, but the 400-pound Harambe did not. O'Connor says he ran out of his cave toward the boy, dragged him through the moat twice, and then up a concrete section of the exhibit.
When he scaled him up, his head's banging against the wall as he's climbing up. And so that's the part that people didn't see.
After 10 minutes, zoo employees shot and killed the 17-year-old endangered gorilla, fearing a tranquilizer might further agitate the ape.
It seemed very much by our professional team, our dangerous animal response team, to be a life-threatening situation. And so the choice was made to put down or shoot Harambe.
In a statement, the family said, "We extend our heartfelt thanks for the quick action by the Cincinnati Zoo staff. We know that this was a very difficult decision for them and that they are grieving the loss of their gorilla." Doctors at a Cincinnati hospital treated and released the boy just hours after the incident. Brian Webb for CBS News, New York.
People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, also known as PETA, released a statement saying the gorilla enclosure should have been surrounded by a secondary barrier between the humans and the animals. The zoo says it is reviewing its security around the enclosure. Now, Cincinnati police say they do not plan to charge the mother of the little boy. On CBS this morning, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell of Kentucky talked about what he thought presumptive GOP presidential nominee Donald Trump should do differently.
I'm a big fan of prepared text occasionally.
He is not. McConnell only recently publicly endorsed Trump. His counterpart in the House, Speaker Paul Ryan, has yet to do so. It was an historic weekend for the hot dog as the iconic Nathan's Famous celebrated its 100th anniversary. The Hot Dog Haven, which opened its original stand on Brooklyn's famed Coney Island in 1916, celebrated the moment by selling their delicious dogs at their original price of just 5 cents on Saturday. President Wayne Norbert said it was a way to show customers that the taste of Nathan's has remained the same for 100 years. A bear encounter, a venomous snake, and a stranded family. Details of a rescue in the Red River Gorge is ahead on WKYT News at 12:30.
And it's a fantastic day to be out and about anywhere, whether it's in the gorge or just outside in your yard, the backyard. Fantastic day, and the warmth will hold on. We'll track all of it coming up for you.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on Mix 94.5.
Are you diabetic or pre-diabetic? Do you have high blood pressure? Do you suffer from chronic pain related to weight gain? Do you spend hundreds of dollars on obesity-related medications? If you want to be the best version of you, Ageless Medical Weight Loss can help. Ageless is a medically supervised, affordable weight loss solution. Kim lost 238 pounds. Betty lost 135 pounds. They made a choice to become healthier, and so can you. Call today for a free consultation.
Jimmy Nash Homes is known for the beautiful community of Patch and Wilkes in the reserve at Greenbrier, an estate community in the midst of beautiful horse farms with luscious green space. And we're excited about Andover Club Villas, luxury country club living at its best, and our first ever Jessamine County exclusive community, the Oaks at Cave Springs, soon to be one of Central Kentucky's most stunning neighborhoods. All of our homes in all 4 communities feature Anderson Windows and Doors, the most trusted name in windows and doors.
Your dream home starts here with us. We have something for everyone.
So come and see us.
Your story began in an optimistic America, an America that believed in God-given liberty, opportunity, and in you. For 50 years, you and your family worked, saved, and sacrificed to provide security for those golden years. And when you arrived, you found your plans threatened by an America laboring under roller coaster markets, rising taxes, and looming healthcare crisis. But your story can't end with a retreat or defeat. Family Wealth Group was created for retirees to bring back hope, clarity, and optimism for secure retirement and an abundant legacy for generations to come. We're determined to help you reach your financial goals with less risk and more certainty. Together, let's make sure your story ends well. Because success isn't how much you make, it's how much you keep.
For decades, we've been known as the craft capital of Kentucky, the city where art is alive. But we're not just the place where art's alive. There's a lot more nestled in at the foot of the Appalachians. Trails, scenic lookouts, lakes, waterfalls, you name it. Come to think of it, that's just a different kind of art from a different kind of artist. And it's definitely alive. Berea, Kentucky, where art is alive. Go to visitberea.com for details and directions.
Stay connected to the news that matters to you. WKYT. Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Jim Caldwell.
Here it is, Memorial Day, and we are tracking a fantastic one for you. It's getting a little on the warm side. That's the only thing you're running into out there so far. Let's check and see what we've got with our all of our sky cams that we can pull up. Well, we've got even more, but here's 9 of them all at one time. That's a lot of information because you're looking all over Kentucky. We're at Frankfort, then we're at Florence, then we're down at Jenkins right along the Kentucky-Virginia state line. The state line, as a matter of fact, you go up the mountain just a little bit, it's right there, so very close to it. But seeing plenty of sunshine everywhere you look across Kentucky. We're at 82 degrees right now in Lexington. That's during the noon hour. 79 into Mount Sterling, got a little more cool air showing up throughout the mountains, but it won't last long. You're going to be in the 80s as well here shortly, so you'll join the rest of us. As far as the muggy conditions are concerned, here's what the muggy meter looks like the next few days, including today. Yeah, you're going to notice it because it's going to be humid, but it's not going to be to those oppressive levels. What we're going to see in the coming days, Tuesday into your Wednesday, is that we'll jump back up quite a bit out ahead of this warm front that we see that's extended out well off to our west. What it'll do is it lifts northward, and as it's still kind of hanging around here, it'll trigger maybe another stray shower or thunderstorm a little bit later on this evening. So here we go into the daytime hours and Wednesday, into Tuesday, then into Wednesday. Showers and storms become a little more likely. Isolated chances on Tuesday. Then we get into Wednesday. Actual front itself is driving into Kentucky and will ignite better chances of showers and storms as it continues to sweep into the area. Now, a little more organized along the actual frontal boundary itself. We're going to be humid out ahead of it, but what we're going to see is a big change. Once that front actually gets through Kentucky, a cooler trend, because we'll have, it's not really cool, but it's what we consider mild for this time of year. It will drive through. Then we'll have a little follow-up with another system that drops in, and that one could push us anywhere between 5 to 15 degrees for daytime highs. A big swing in temperatures. That's going into late week, into the weekend, and especially early next week. Here is your 7-day forecast, where we're tracking chances of showers and thunderstorms. Small chance out there for us today, and then we'll increase them as we get toward midweek. So get out there. A lot of people, this is the third day of their 3-day weekend. Maybe it's the fourth day. And guess what? You have a perfect day out there. It's fantastic. Just enjoy.
Great news. Great to hear on Memorial Day.
I'm full of great news. Come on.
You're a great guy, Jimmy.
Wow. Just keep talking.
Well, what else? No, I'm kidding.
Anything.
Thank you so much. Okay. A UK grad nearly set the world record as she prepares for the Olympics. And it appears former UK forward Marcus Lee is close to picking a new school. Brent Carney is in next with sports.
CBS Tonight and Tomorrow. Catch new episodes of Person of Interest on back-to-back nights.
How many guys they got? More than we've got bullets.
Only 5 episodes remain in the final chapter.
I wonder if my friends get out alive.
As long as the machine lives, we never die.
I know some very bad things are coming.
Person of Interest.
It's a trap!
New CBS Tonight and Tomorrow. Or stream it live or on demand.
Hitting someone at 35 miles per hour is like throwing them off a 4-story building. A little extra speed is a lot more deadly. Slow down, Lexington.
Many people clean their dentures with toothpaste or plain water. And even though their dentures look clean, in reality, they're not. If a denture were to be put under a microscope, we can see all the bacteria that still exist on the denture. And that bacteria multiplies very rapidly. That's why dentists recommend cleaning with Polident every day. Polident's unique microclean formula works in just 3 minutes, killing 99.99% of odor-causing bacteria. For a cleaner, fresher, brighter denture every day.
Have you ever wanted to learn how to take care of your bike? Or sharpen knives? What about how to defend yourself? Now you can. First, go to the Central Library on June 4th. Second, pick up a program to find the sessions you want to attend. Third, go to the sessions. It's that simple. There are sessions on genealogy, origami, urban chickens, and many more. For a complete list, check out lexpubliv.org/how.
Well, the damage doesn't look too bad. This check should cover the repairs.
Oh.
How's that sound?
Sure.
Great, fantastic. If you could sign right here, and then you can get on with your life.
What's a smiling cheater?
Jay Marshall, a smiling cheater is still a cheater.
If you want to make sure you get all your money, you better call Hughes & Coleman.
Call 800-800-4600.
Lexington, save thousands at the Aegean Hot Tub and Swim Spa Memorial Day Liquidation Expo. This weekend only at the Lexington Center. We take in delivery of truckloads of factory overstock swim spas, and everything must be sold by Monday. All overstock inventory will be liquidated at up to 60% below retail. Swim and relax year-round in your very own heated swim spa. Free delivery and cover system included. Installs in just 1 day. Plus, trade in that old hot tub and receive free removal and delivery of your new spa. All deals first come, first served. Friday through Monday only at the Lexington Center.
Hit me at 35 miles an hour, there's a 45% chance I'll die. Slow down to 25 and I'll probably live. A little extra speed is a lot more deadly. Slow down, Lexington.
Marcus Lee's decision to not enter the draft but also not return to Kentucky was a bit of a shocker. It appears that his decision on where to go next will be a little bit easier to predict. Another report, this time one on Sunday, that Lee is zeroing in on Cal as a destination. This report comes from CBS and says he's expected to commit to Cal once he visits campus tomorrow. According to a source in that story, unless something crazy happens, he is going to Cal. Lee will have to sit out next season as a transfer, then would be eligible to play one more season after that. At the highest level of track and field, former UK star Kendra Harrison is maybe the hottest name in the sport. Over the weekend at the Prefontaine Classic, Harrison broke the U.S. record in the 100 hurdles against an absolutely stacked field. Should look a lot like what you'd expect to see in Rio in a couple of months in the Olympics. Harrison was only 2/100ths of a second off the world record time, and consider that just a year ago on that very same track, she was winning a national title for UK.
In my head, I knew I'd just keep my head down for the first two steps, sweep my arms, and, just do what I do when I go over the hurdles.
And to do so against this field, thinking about the Olympic trials, which would be the most difficult, and then potentially the games, what do you think about all the possibilities for all of those different scenarios?
I don't know what's to come, but, I just like to thank God. I'm healthy, and I feel great, and I'm ready to go.
The Reds snapped an 11-game losing streak over the weekend. That's the good news. Had a chance to actually take the series from Milwaukee on Sunday. Jay Bruce, 9th home run of the season, tied it at 1 in the second inning. Third inning, Jonathan Lucroy. Off the end of the bat, Brewers take the lead back. 4 earned over 6 1/3 for Red starter Brandon Finnegan. Reds down to the last out, but as they did breaking that losing streak, they battled the whole way. Ivan DeJesus, the single, makes it 5-3. Brewers guarding against extra base hits. That lets Tucker Barnhart drop one in, and now it's interesting. 5-4. But the interest was short-lived. Blaine Boyer gets Jordan Pacheco looking. So the Reds head to Colorado for a game this afternoon, still looking for their first road series win of the season. The Kentucky men's golf team making the cut at the NCAA championships. UK one of 15 teams still alive heading into play today. The Cats in 11th after Sunday's rounds finished up, 5 shots behind Cal. That is important because the field gets cut again after today down to the final 8 teams. Then those 8 teams will play a match play tournament to crown a national champion. The individual tournament also will finish after today in 72 holes. Cooper Musselman is the Cats' low man, and even par 3rd round on Sunday. He is 3 over and 9 strokes back of the leaders. That is your look at sports. Guys, back to you.
Flooding is to blame for several deaths and forces evacuations in parts of Texas. A look at the damage is ahead on WKYT.
I'm Mike Byer at Camp Nelson National Cemetery, where its annual Memorial Day ceremony has just concluded. Coming up at 12:30, we'll hear from a World War II vet that has never missed a ceremony.
Tuesday night's Mega Millions jackpot is $235 million, and Wednesday night's Powerball jackpot is $100 million.